Shalom and happy Hanukkah. I'm Rabbi Gavi Ruit, and tonight we celebrate the final night of Hanukkah. For the last 7 nights, we have added a candle to our Hanukkahot each night, and we have increased the intensity of the Or HaGanuz, or hidden light, that is unleashed with this holiday. On this final night, we will set our Hanukkahot ablaze as we add the final candle. Be sure to take time to soak in the light's beauty and warmth as you kindle your candles tonight. Last night, I talked about how playing Spin the Dreidel was a symbol of spiritual defiance and perseverance in the face of Roman persecution. Tonight, I want to delve into how the dreidel represents the entirety of the Jewish experience. I know that sounds like an unbelievable claim, but stick with me and see what you think when I'm done. As we know, the dreidel is a square with 4 delineated sides. But when we spin it, the sides become blurred and it looks like a circle, which has no beginning or end and no defined points. In Kabbalah, the square of the dreidel represents yesh consciousness, and the circle represents ayin consciousness. Yesh means something, and in Kabbalah, it represents the ego and its attachment to the thinginess of life, putting objects and people into categories and focusing on that which can be derived from the senses is what occurs in yesh consciousness. Ayin, on the other hand, means nothing. And in Kabbalah, ayin consciousness is the state of egoless oneness with divinity. Both yesh consciousness and ayin consciousness are necessary for a full and healthy life. When the yesh is too dominant, we lose connection with the ayin, as is often the case in society today. We lose connection with the pure, unbounded potential that the ayin consciousness offers. Okay, I know that sounds like a little convoluted, so let me lay out some examples. Law and order falls into the square of the dreidel, while poetry and music is circular. And our most sacred text embraces this paradox. Torah is, in many ways, a book of laws, but it is also called a shirah, or song, in our tradition. Another layer of this paradox becomes evident when we compare written Torah with our oral Torah tradition. Written Torah is the square and is fixed and unchanging divine law. But oral Torah is the product of human collaboration and is malleable and expansive. It is the circle. Hanukkah itself is an example of the circular. It's not found anywhere in our written Torah. Instead, as Rabbi Dober Pinson puts it, it is a holiday that has sprung from the circle reality of Jewish creativity. That's true of 2 other of our holidays also. Both Purim and Simchat Torah are holidays that are not found in Torah, but were created by the rabbis. And interestingly, on all 3 holidays, we engage in rituals where we turn the squares of our lives into circles. On Hanukkah, we spin the dreidel. On Purim, we spin the grogger. And on Simchat Torah, we hold our beloved Torah and dance in circles on the square bima. Most of us are more comfortable with the square of life. The consistent and predictable can feel safe and secure. But without the circle of ayin consciousness, it can also keep us stuck. For a complete life, we need both. Happy Hanukkah.